Today we're looking at some beauty cars I just picked up, delivered by the case to my door. You may have seen some of these cars already in other videos or in your local stores, or maybe they're already part of your collection, but to me they're brand new. And I just love sharing what I buy. My little Hot Wheels make me very happy. So I'm going to share them with you today. We've got the Hot Wheels Cool Classics L series. That's the last case that was released for the Cool Classics. Yes, I'm just getting it now. And we'll also be looking at the new Heritage series, Case A. That was released about a month or so ago, I guess, now. And finally, the Retro Entertainment Series G. First, let's open up Hot Wheels Cool Classics Case L. This, of course, was the last release for the Cool Classics series. And some really collectible cars in here this time around. You got the Ford Shelby Mustang Super Snakes. Looks like you're going to have about 3 of those. And of course you've got the orange and the purple car series. You'll have 1 purple and 2 orange for that. Oh, never mind. 4 of these Mustangs. So we've got 3 orange cars and 1 purple. So I guess that's the hard one to find. And look at that. Interestingly enough, mine's also facing the opposite direction, which is kind of interesting for the purple car art on that one. Not really sure why that is. Probably just a fluke. Also, we've got the 76 Chevy Chevette. This casting's never been released before, and I'm quite excited to see future releases of this car. Hopefully maybe in the Heritage series, since the Cool Classics are now done. And looks like we've got 3 of those ones. So one of my favorites in this series, of course, being the Subaru Brat. Just a sweet little casting. Not sure how many we got there. 3. Looks like 3 of everything else. There's the other Chevette, an orange card, and a couple more Brats. Cool. Now, we'll save the best for last. Probably the second most desirable car in this case is the Datsun 240Z. What with the JDM fan rage that's going on right now, all this racing stuff, these old Japanese motorsports cars are really holding their value, and sometimes a little bit ridiculously, I would say, considering that they're really not rare, they're just popular. So I guess that's a valid reason. And this Datsun Bluebird 510, as we all know, if you're looking for Hot Wheels, these are hard to come by in any paint scheme, certainly the older ones especially, such as the old retro racing cars. Those ones are fetching over $100 a car now, and I've seen these ones going for between 10 and 20 on eBay. You're better off to buy a whole case to get the 3 that you get here. For me though, just a cool little car. You got 2 purple car cards and 1 orange one, which kind of matches. Unfortunately, mine's got a broken blister. We'll be opening up all of these cars, including all the rest of them, in just a second. And here are the Cool Classics out in stunning loose condition. Sparkling in the sun. I had to move the table into the sun to get a better view of these beauties. Quite impressive little cars. Really like that Datsun. That Subaru Brat. The colors look real nice outdoors, I'd have to say. So that's the Cool Classics. Let's move on to the Heritage series. For me, this has been a highly anticipated series, the Heritage release. There's going to be real riders and plastic wheel-based cars. The first batch here for Case A is all real riders, apparently. So let's have a look at these. First out of the box, that awesome Datsun 240Z, once again. It's going to complement the old Cool Classics for sure. And although they're called the Heritage series, it nowhere says on them Heritage, it just actually says Real Riders. So interesting. You can see all the cars are released on the back, but we'll just go through them here. Next out of the package, the Hair Splitter. This car hasn't seen action in quite some time. It's actually a very vintage casting. Last released in '82. Actually '83 for the Speed Machine, so nice to see that one back. And it will have an opening hood, which we'll look at in detail as we open these up. Here's a new casting I haven't seen before, the custom Chevy Greenbrier Sports Wagon. Kind of a silly looking thing, but cool as well. And yes, another Datsun Bluebird 510. These things have been adding up on the prices for eBay and the secondhand markets, especially with the Real Rider wheels on it. People are just gobbling these things up. Looks like we get 3 of those, 3 of everything by the looks of it. And the Bubble Gunner, another classic car. Not seen since, I'd say, around 82 as well. Might be wrong on that, but certainly early 80s. Be interesting to see how it works on the track. And the Altered Ego. That's a fairly recent casting, maybe 10 or 15 years old. It's been around, but not all that often. And looks like you get 3 of those as well. So let's open those up and have a look at them in the sunshine. Just these 2 cars here are 2 per case, and all the other ones are 3 per case. So in actuality, these would be the rarest cars in this case. What an awesome array of cars. Really like all of them, actually. The wheels on them are very impressive. Of course, I love that Datsun 240Z. And the Bluebird 510 with the thick Real Riders. The Volkswagen Hare, which interestingly has thin Real Riders on it. As you can see by the tires compared to the other Real Rider cars, it's nice to see a variety of tire depths. You can make some interesting customs with those if you were so inclined. In the back, that beautiful Bubble Gunner, Altered Ego. And surprisingly, this one really, actually, I've taken a fancy to now they've opened it up. It's an extremely heavy casting. Real chunky piece of metal, I would have to say. And some fabulous wheels on it. All in all, I'm very impressed with this brand new Heritage Series, and I look forward to what's more to come. Next up, we're going to be looking at the Hot Wheels Retro G entertainment case. 4-car collection in there. Some beauties, to be sure. Let's crack it open. First out of the case, I'm sure everyone's favorite, the Chevy Silverado Real Rider Friday Night Lights. There should be 3 of these in here, I believe. Oh my goodness, there's 4. What an excellent case to buy. We'll be taking another close look at those as soon as we get them opened up. The Rapid Responder. This is an old casting that dates back to 1982. It's been in service ever since. But a long time since we've seen a Real Rider version of it. The last one was around 1985, I believe, with the green forestry service truck. And you'll get 4 of those. Pretty sure we're going to get 4 of all the vehicles in here. Highly popular Christine car, 58 Plymouth Fury. From the movie Christine. Quite an entertaining movie, I should say. But a car with a personality. So you get 4 of them there. And here's another one of my personal favorites. I knew I was going to love this one from the minute I saw it. The Ford F-250 from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Quite a classic movie. But lots of detail in this one. And yeah, looks like we got 4 of those as well. Let's crack them open. And there you have it. 4 beautiful Real Rider vehicles. Start out with that Chevy Silverado. Just an absolutely awesome casting. Very well detailed, very authentic looking. And the Ford F-250, lots of detail on that one. All these vehicles are metal on metal, rubber tires. Very well detailed. Fabulous job on the Christine car. The one thing that I can't show you with this video is the awesome smell of these new paint jobs. If you've ever smelled a brand new premium line Hot Wheels, especially the red ones and the white ones, or the yellow ones. Wow. It's got some scent to it. Beautiful cars though. Real heavy, as you can see. Look at that detail on this fire truck. They've even got the tampos on the headlights. Fire extinguishers are painted. Lots of little decals and sparkling details. The extension cords are painted. Ladders. More tampos. But by far my favorite is this truck. And let me tell you, it weighs a few grams. It's a heavy vehicle. A lot of die cast on that unit. So these ones are probably running around $5 a piece in the store. You might be spending more if you're buying them online aftermarket. And for the cool classics, some of them are still hanging on the shelves. They're about $4 a car. And for the Heritage Series, you're looking at about $5 a car on those as well, depending where you're buying them. But all in all, these are premium line Hot Wheels, and they're worth every penny in my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed this outdoor look at some of our favorite cars. These ones will not be taking a swim in the pool. But I've got a video coming out in about 2 weeks. I've just got a lot of editing to do on it that you are going to enjoy, which involves Hot Wheels doing a whole lot of swimming. Cool down part 2 almost, let's say. Stay tuned and happy hunting.